Hello everybody, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show, the no BS, shoot the videos off my phone, no crafty editing and all that crap or clickbait. Well, you know what, maybe I will clickbait this title for the hell of it. Anyways, only douchebags record measurements on speakers? What am I talking about? What am I talking about? How could that be possible? Okay, well, I will tell you that it is a farce and totally misleading to think you need a flat speaker, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. Why? What do you want to homogenize all speakers so they all sound the same? They all sound flat? The beauty of speakers in different manufacturers is they have different tuning. They have dropouts at certain points. They have peaks at other points. As long as it's within 3 dB, that's what the tuning is. That's why you give it your flavor. That's what we do in hi-fi. Again, are we working in recording studios? Are we trying to master shit? Are we trying to record shit and hear stuff in the recording and master and make EQ adjustments for the production? No, we're not trying to do that. We are trying to paint our own masterpiece. And how do we paint our own masterpiece? We use colors, don't we? Yes, so we flavor it. What do vacuum tubes do? They very much flavor it. What do different brands do? They flavor things. They change, they make it exactly how that brand feels is the best representation or the best way to connect you to the music on an emotional level. Connecting to the music or being analytically engaged with the music is a pain in the ass. It's taxing. It's a drag. It's absolutely no fun. The only way you can enjoy music, in my opinion, is to connect on an emotional level with the music. And if that takes a whacked out frequency curve, or if it takes off-axis things that don't work right, or anomalies, well, then that's what it takes, okay? I have spent 25 years of my life going down the rabbit hole, measuring stuff, trying to tweak it with parts, putting in different cap, doing all this kind of stuff. And you can make it go this way and that. And the bottom line is, all of that means fuck all, okay? Except for, does it connect you with the music emotionally? That's the only thing that matters. That's it, okay? In my opinion, and the way that I build rigs, it's to connect people. So the measurement thing is bullshit. If you want to get all down the measurement, go to frickin' engineering school. Go to engineering school and design your own shit. Okay, but to bring design and how things work into the end user environment, I get it for DIY. If you're DIY guys and you want to learn how to build a speaker, but to sit and try and tell enthusiasts, audiophiles, how a crossover works. Well, we need to put this capacitor because it stores so much energy that the wavelengths are too long. You don't need to know that shit. Okay, you don't need to know it whatsoever. DIY guys that are building speakers, I get it, okay? Makes sense, fine. You want to understand crossover 101, okay? But to come on to YouTube and try and confuse you guys by talking about measurements and give you crossover 101 class is, you know, I don't think it depends on what the purpose of the channel or the video is. My purpose is to connect you to music and to show you the differences in a real world practical way, okay? Not let me pretend I'm a frickin' designer and get my head under the hood when your head shouldn't be under the hood. You should be enjoying the music and thinking about the music. Now, what kind of capacitors are here? What kind of chip is in the DAC? What kind of, you know, and you guys know I've said this over and over again a million times. So we're going to go into some of the speakers that I have here. I'm going to show you different tuning, and so you can see a little bit more of the difference in tuning. We are going to listen to an Eggleston, which I consider more of a recording studio type speaker, a hi-fi speaker, something that's dreadfully accurate, okay? It could be good for those that want to use it for accurate analysis of audio. That's why Bob Ludwig, okay? Bob Ludwig uses Egglestonworks in all his mastering. Why? Because it's extremely accurate. What you do in the recording studio is not what you want in the home, for me, okay? In the recording studio, it's very much an analytical process. That's what happens in the recording studio. You're analyzing it to make changes in the mix or changes in the EQ when you're doing final mastering. And so when we're enjoying it in our room, it has to do with what we like, okay? And there are many different things. And I'm going to show you some examples of that right now and give you just some speaker basics and show you the difference in these kind of sounds so you can understand. It has nothing to do with measurement. It has to do with how we engage with the music. So hold on. Okay, so here I'm 4 feet 4 inches away from these speakers, and we're going to compare the two. First, we will listen to the Fischer. Okay, so there is the two. Now I am going to introduce a third one. Okay, so both these speakers are trying, the way they work is they're not really high efficiency speakers. They're both 4 ohm. They're both, I believe, 89 dB sensitivity. And the idea is to have an inert cabinet, right, that has no cabinet resonances. I'm sure you heard a difference between the two. They're very different. Sitting here listening, it's clear the difference in the two. Now I'm going to introduce a speaker that uses the cabinet as a tuned member. So the cabinet resonances are considered and tuned and used. So whereby these are trying to ignore the cabinet and not use the cabinet, the other one will use the cabinet. And trust me, all three of these measure totally differently. Does not mean one is broken or wrong or anything like that. You just choose which one you like the best. So hang on. Okay, and here we have the ORIACO D6, which is made by Tony Manassian in California. And this speaker is tuned like an instrument would be, like a guitar or like a violin. It uses instrument grade plywood, and it's shellacked on the outside, sanded and shellacked. Very, very smooth and fine. This is a whole different design philosophy than the other two speakers. It is designed to preserve harmonics and to showcase them. And we'll see. This is actually the first time I've listened to them is right now. They're brand new. So they're not broken in, but we'll give them a shot right now for the sake of doing this, this test. Here we go. Pretty sweet sounding. That's a nice, sweet sounding speaker. I presume this in the near field would be freaking phenomenal. And that is exactly how these will be sold. After listening, so I'll have to put the second one in and listen because that will kind of reinforce the room. And I will see. And then I plan to do another, I'm going to do it right now, but I'll snip it up and do another video where we take this and we take it off the stand and we put it right here, and you can hear the difference between the stand, no stand, and then I think I have some, I don't know if I can fit them up there. I'll have to put a board. I have some stack audio. I can put stack audio underneath the speaker too, and you can compare all three. So that's it right there. That shows you these things are all going to measure different. None of them are broken because they're not flat. Anybody that thinks a speaker needs to be perfectly ruler flat is a dildo. That's all I got to say. So anyways, thanks for joining. See you.